Hey everyone, this is Tony Teaches Tech. I'm Tony, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to install a WordPress website on Namecheap with the Softaculous apps installer. This is a pretty straightforward way of installing WordPress. This is good for the Stellar Plus, Stellar Basic, and Stellar Business plans. As long as you have access to cPanel, you'll be able to follow the steps in this tutorial. And if you don't know if you have access, I'll show you if you do have access and go through literally every step along the way, going from not having a website to having a WordPress website associated with a domain name. So if that's something you want to learn how to do, let's go ahead and get on into the tutorial. Okay, so I'm here at namecheap.com. I'm going to log into my account up here, go to my dashboard, and view all of my domain names. So I have a few domain names here with Namecheap. The one that we're going to work with today is tonys.surf. Okay. What a cool domain name that is. Let's click on manage here. And right now there is no website associated with this. We can confirm that. Let's open up a new window here. Go to tonys.surf, right? It's just the blank or the default landing page for Namecheap. Okay, let's get WordPress on here. So the first thing that trips up a lot of people is this step that we're going to do. They don't even know that they have to do it. So because we're going to be using the Softaculous apps installer in our cPanel, we have to change our name servers for this domain name from Namecheap Basic DNS to Namecheap Web Hosting DNS. Okay, and that's going to allow our cPanel to have visibility into this domain name, okay, and allow this domain name to use the DNS records within cPanel. If that doesn't make sense, just know this is a way to link your domain name to cPanel. Okay, so let's go back to our dashboard. And basically, when you signed up for your Stellar account with Namecheap, you associate it with a domain name. If you have multiple domain names, you'll see something like this. Otherwise, if you just have one domain name, then find this icon is basically what we're looking for. This is how we link to cPanel. Again, it's not intuitive, but that's just how it is. So this is the domain name I signed up with Namecheap with, so that's why it's associated with that this record here, this entire row. But because I have multiple domain names since then, you see all them show up here. But just because this cPanel is associated with this domain name doesn't mean that we can't have another website from another domain name associated with it, because that's the whole point of having unlimited hosting with Namecheap, so you can have multiple WordPress websites on the same server. So this cPanel, let's go in here and add that hosting for tonys.surf. And the first step we want to do in here is add an add-on domain. So if we come down here to the domain section, we'll see add-on domains. And this is going to allow us to basically add tonys.surf to this list of add-on domains here. And as you can see, that's not the case right now. So let's go ahead and type in tonys.surf. And if you click out of here, you'll just see that everything autofills, and that's fine. So let's click on add domain. And in my experience, this can take some time. Whoops, Tony's, okay. So let's try that again. It's because I was in here before, tonys.surf. It didn't like the fact that this was the subdomain for Serial Guru. So I'll just say tonys.surf. This really doesn't matter, honestly, what you have here, because the domain name that we're going to be using is tonys.surf. So tonys.surf. So let's add that domain. And like I was saying, this can take, anywhere from a few seconds up to a minute or two. I don't know why. In the past, it's been a lot quicker, but recently I've noticed it's been pretty slow. So if we have to, let's just go ahead and fast forward through this. Okay, and literally like 45 seconds later, it's done. So let's go back to the main cPanel page. And actually, before we do that, you'll see now that we have tonys.surf here. The document root, which means like the physical location on our server, is at this directory. But yeah, let's go back here to the main page. And what we're going to do is use, like I said, the Softaculous apps installer to install WordPress on that domain name. So let's click on that. And you'll see WordPress isn't the only thing that you can install. You can install a whole bunch of different applications on your server for your website. So let's go ahead, but let's just do WordPress this time. And you can read through this. We will continue on to install. Click on install now. And here we go. So this is where we're going to set up WordPress at this domain name. So we're going to use the latest version of WordPress at this time, 5.7. The installation URL, https://tonys.surf. And this would not show up if it wasn't for the previous steps that we took about the DNS records and the add-on domain. So those are required steps in order to have your domain name show up in this list. So I recommend you choose HTTPS. You can do HTTP. Let's name the site. So we'll do Tony's Surf. My WordPress blog about surfing. And then admin username, pick something other than admin. I'm going to keep it admin for the sake of the tutorial. Password, I'll copy that, but don't try to hack my site. Admin email, I'll pick something that exists, tony@tonyteaches.tech. The language, English. You can or cannot choose what some of these plugins to install, limit the loginizer, limit login attempts, and the classic editor. I like the classic editor, so I'll install that. And then if you want to pick a theme, you can do that out here within Softaculous, but obviously you can do that within WordPress too. So let's go ahead and install that. This usually takes no more than 30 seconds to finish installing. It's usually pretty quick. And then when that's done, because we selected HTTPS, if we go to the website, you'll see that we get the privacy error. So we need to install the SSL certificate next. So let's go back to the panel. So let's hit back a couple times and then go to the SSL, Namecheap SSL section. And what we want to do in here is it's kind of confusing, but there's two different options here. We want to go to the installed via Namecheap SSL tab, and you'll see down here that the installation for the SSL certificate is in progress. So it's just a matter of time that we have to wait for this to be available and installed on our website. And if you're not familiar, SSL certificates are what allows you to get HTTPS on your website. So you can refresh the progress by syncing, clicking the sync button. And I don't know, like let's give it a few minutes, and then again I'll pause the video here, and when that finishes syncing, I will catch back up with you. Okay, I'm back like no more than a minute later, and we do have the SSL certificate installed and active now, and we can check that out. So let's open this up in a new tab, and you'll see that tonys.surf is indeed being served over HTTPS, and we have that SSL certificate, which makes our connection secure. So let's go ahead and log into the WordPress admin dashboard. We can do that by going to your domain name /wp-admin, hit enter, and the credentials that we provided in Softaculous, type those in. For me, it was admin, and I should still have the password on my clipboard, so I'm going to log in. And there we go. So we have our WordPress admin dashboard. I won't go into the details of setting up your WordPress website. I have another video right here that'll guide you through like I think it's the first 15 things that you need to do after installing WordPress on your website. So definitely recommend checking that out. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this from me in the future. And if you do, I'll see you in the next one.